Good morning, beloveds. So yes, I did get a haircut yesterday, and no, it didn't change. It's just shorter. That's it. We figured out what works, and somebody would like to say hi. That's Foster. He's like, I want to be on camera, and he never wants to be on camera. That's my beautiful little green-eyed monster. So, but yeah, so here we are. And yesterday, we got up as if, and went as if, and then walked out of the house and went, it's raining. But we went anyway, and went to the park, and it was wonderful. And for a minute, we thought we saw otters. They weren't otters, they were nutria, but it was still cute. A little family group of nutrias. So, which I couldn't tell from where I was standing, but once I got the picture, I took the picture, and then put the picture on something where I could see it. All right. It is January 9th. Our title is Today I Feel That I Merge with the Infinite. And our first quote is, Canst thou by searching find out God? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is high as heaven. The measure thereof is larger than the earth and broader than the sea. And that is Job 7-9. The Tao cannot be heard. What can be heard is not it. The Tao cannot be seen. What can be seen is not it. The Tao cannot be expressed into words. What can be expressed in words is not it. Do we know the formless which gives form to form? In the same way the Tao does not admit of being. That's Quan Zi. Realize that thou art that, Brahman, which is the cessation of all the differentiation, which never changes its nature, and is as unmoved as a waveless ocean, eternally unconditioned and undivided. And that is Raja Yoga. Job asks us if we can find God by searching. He means that since God is everywhere, and since the subtle essence of the infinite is invisible, we do not have to search out the divine spirit, but rather we should recognize it as the center of all life. That which we see is merely a reflection of this invisible presence. The spirit itself cannot be seen, but it is felt. Just as we do not see the essence of beauty, but do feel its presence, so we do not see God, but we do feel the divine presence in everything. The Creator is revealed in His creation. The formless gives rise to the formed. We should consciously unite ourselves with this invisible essence which pervades everything. That which our lesson says is eternally unconditioned and undivided. To do this is to find wholeness. Today, I feel that I merge with the infinite. While there seems to be a beginning and an end to each particular experience, there is neither a beginning nor an end to myself. My real spirit is omnipresent in God, secure in good, and perfect in divine being. All right then. Plain speaking. That is what Ernest is doing. He's not exactly being metaphorical here. He is saying what he believes, and he is telling us that the center of life is God, and that everywhere we look is God, but not God, because it's not all of God. And it's one of those things where we're going to be in a situation of, sorry, it's 70 degrees outside. It's warm in the house, and I'm hot, so I'm turning on the fan. You're looking for something that you already have. And so it's not about looking for it, but recognizing it. And he pretty clearly said that. It's like, you don't have to look for God. God is where you are. God is always where you are. So don't look for it, feel it. Don't look for it, be it. And I think that the reading from Kwanzi, the Tao, it says if you can see it, it's not it. If you can hear it, it's not it. That's because it's not all of it. It's not all of it. So today I feel that I merge with the infinite. The quote from Job, "Canst thou by searching find out God? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is high as heaven. The measure thereof is larger than the earth and broader than the sea." Everything is God. And then I already referenced the Tao quote, that the Tao cannot be heard. What can be heard is not it, because it's not all of it. It is the idea in form. Do we know the formless which gives form to form? It's like if we get caught up in the form, then we're missing the point. Then we're missing the point. And then Raja Yoga, realize that thou art that. And we've heard that same quote in from Jesus, which, as now that I've mentioned it, I can't quote it, but there it is. Realize that thou art that, Brahman, that which is the cessation of all differentiation, which never changes its nature and is unmoved as a waveless ocean, eternally unconditioned and undivided. So we are that. We are that unchanging nature, but we are currently in expression, in form. And that's where the differentiation is, because that's the fun of, that's the point of coming into form. Coming into form is to differentiate, to have an experience, and then we will go back to the undifferentiated and the formless with a new experience. So Job asks us if we can find God by searching. He means that since God is everywhere and since the subtle essence of the infinite is invisible, we do not have to search out the divine spirit, but rather we should recognize it. We don't have to look for it. We are it. So we've got to feel it. As the center of all life, that which we see is merely a reflection of this invisible presence. It's not the presence, it's a reflection of. The spirit itself cannot be seen, but it is felt. And that's what I said. We don't have to search for it, we have to feel it. Just as we do not see the essence of beauty, but do feel its presence, so we do not see God, but we do feel the divine in everything. I would argue that everywhere you look, you see God, but you don't see all of God, which is what my argument for the Kwanzi quote is. It's like everywhere you see a reflection of God. It is God looking back at you. It's just not all of it. And that's one of the things that we have to remember. When we label, we limit. When we label, we limit. The Creator is revealed in its creation. The formless gives rise to the formed. We should consciously unite ourselves with this invisible effort. We should consciously unite ourselves with this invisible essence which pervades everything. Consciously unite, which is the drumbeat of Ernest's teaching. Consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. When we do things consciously, we do better. Now, there is a point of habit. There is a point of allowing a first response to become a habit, which is the point of the spiritual practice of the loving, kind, and compassionate thing. Because sometimes when we react unconsciously, we react badly. And so by consciously doing the spiritual practice, by consciously ingraining it into our subconscious, when we react unconsciously, we do better. That which our lesson says is eternally unconditioned and undivided. God is changeless. God is eternal. We, in expression, are wildly various and constantly changing, but at the center of us is that divine presence, which is changeless and eternal. To do this, to unite with that, is to find wholeness. So today I feel that I merge with the infinite. While there seems to be a beginning and an end to each particular experience, which is what we are having now, a particular experience, there is neither beginning nor end to ourself, to myself, to ourself. Our real spirit is omnipresent in God, secure in good, and perfect in divine being. So, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to merge with that infinite and to know that our real spirit is in God. And it is secure. And it is whole. That's the mission. And that, my loves, is the purpose of spiritual practice. To merge with the infinite, to recognize that experience, to have that experience. We don't have to look for God, it's all around us. But we do have to recognize God, and we do have to feel it. And that's the purpose of spiritual practice, to unite with it and feel it. So, you have your mission. The other thing is the spiritual practice that I encourage daily, to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever it is. I.e., I stood up in the middle of this thing and turned on the fan so that I would be comfortable. All right? It's that simple. I could have waited, I could have done this and been uncomfortable the entire time, but I didn't want that. So I stood up. Now I took you with me, because sometimes I don't. To make, and that is doing something loving, doing something kind, doing something compassionate. When you make yourself comfortable in a situation, then you do better, you know? And a simple, small act that is loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself can go a long way to making you comfortable. That's why I encourage it every day. And that's why I tell you, it can be the same thing every day, or it can be a different thing every day. I encourage it to be different things every day. And it can be more than one, but at least one. At least one. And it can be as big or as small as you want. As big or as small. Turning on a fan. All right, beloveds. I do encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, unless it is your day of rest. Sunday is my day of rest. I say that, and I've already cleaned my bathroom. I didn't have to wash my hair today, so I was like, I'm going to clean the shower while I'm in it. Which gave me an opportunity to lean over and let the hot water really pound on the small of my back, which is what I needed. So I was like, two birds with one stone here. To go get that face full of sun, although we're still in the midst of those storms that rolled through last night. So there's no sun this morning, but it's all good. It's all good. I got some bright early morning light, as you can see. And drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. It makes your brain work better. It really does. It makes your brain work better. It makes your skin look better. It makes your digestion work better. Drink plenty of water. And open the windows of your soul. And allow that breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around you. If you recognize heaven around you, if you recognize the God within you, you can merge with that God within you effortlessly. And it makes it easy to look for the good. To look for the good and praise it. So, know who you are. And who you are as a beloved child of God. Know where you are. You're in heaven. It's mental attitude. And know what is yours to do. Feel God. Don't search for God. God's already right where you are. Right now. Always. So, have a great day, an amazing day, a wonderful day, a magical day, a rainy day maybe. You can go dance in the rain. Have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself. We will have an amazing service for you very soon at 11 a.m. right here on Facebook Live. And I will get it up on YouTube later. And have a wonderful day. I'm a little subdued. We have a memorial for our beloved Janet Carmen today, and you know, they're celebrations of life because we celebrate the fact that we knew her. They're memorials because we mourn the fact that she's not with us anymore, but we know where she is. We know where she is. She is dancing in the infinite. So, may you dance in the infinite, here and now and always. So I will see you soon, and know that you're loved.